Hello everyone, you're watching PlayStation Access. My name's Ash, and these are the PlayStation Store highlights for Tuesday the 24th of October, 2023. If you go down to the woods today, you are in for a big surprise. Well, unless you went to the woods expecting to find maniac killers in the mist and a world-famous thriller author trapped in a nightmare of his own creation. Yes, that's right, it's Alan Wake 2, aka the most exciting game of the year, or at least it is for little horror freaks like me. We have been waiting for a sequel for 13 years, which is a hell of a long time for Alan to be stuck in the dark place, a spooky otherworld where you kiss goodbye to logic and wave hello to smoke monsters and chat show hosts? Then, out in the real world, you play as FBI agent Saga Anderson, doing detective work by piecing together clues in her mind place, whilst also making sure that the contents of that mind aren't getting splattered all over the walls by murderous cultists. Saga and Alan's dual campaigns are like a wrestling tag team doing elbow drops on your nerves, and I am extremely here for it. Jump into Bright Falls for yourself on PS5 from the 27th of October. Speaking of returning legends, Solid Snake is also back this week in the rammed Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1. I have eaten a frog to get the stamina needed to make it through the list of included games. This has, time for a deep breath, the original MSX versions of Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, Metal Gear and Snake's Revenge on the NES, Metal Gear Solid, which also includes VR missions, and the HD collection versions of Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty and Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Whew. I'm not going to attempt to summarise Hideo Kojima's seminal stealth series, other than to say it somehow delivers deep philosophies on the nature of warfare and features a soldier suffering from chronic diarrhea. Rediscover these masterpieces on PS4 and PS5 from today. Also out this week is Ghostrunner 2, sprinting, air dashing, and wall running onto PS5. If you skip the amazing original, this is a deadly dance of blades and bullets where one hit can kill. Handily, you are a finely tuned cyber ninja capable of slipping between projectiles and offing entire rooms of attackers in seconds. Having liberated the Dharma Tower in the original, you now face an AI cult that has risen outside the tower to fill the power vacuum. It's basically an invitation to explore more of the cyberpunk world, drink in some lore, and take a nifty motorbike for a spin. Honestly, even with its high game over count, this feels empowering as hell. Leap in on PS5 from the 26th of October, or buy the Brutal Edition for early access today. Now, expect a bruising experience of a different kind in EA Sports UFC 5, which updates EA's Octagon action to the Frostbite engine, letting you see every tooth-rattling hit in wincing detail. Yes, this has to be the richest spread of modes yet, with a live component adding challenges based on real-life pay-per-view fight weeks. But it's the photorealistic pummeling that we're all here for. Advanced cut and swelling animation captures the visceral thump of UFC bouts, but also plays into tactics as open wounds create vulnerabilities and encourage you to pull off drastic counterattacks before you get so messy the doctor has to step in to call the fight. The punishment begins on PS5 on the 26th of October. On PSVR 2 this week, we also have Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord, a co-op adventure which proves to be the perfect fit for VR. Think about it. You've got the haptics of the Proton Wand, the headset rumble as ghosts pass through you, not to mention the inclusion of eye tracking that lets you wink at teammates when you're delivering those sardonic Bill Murray one-liners. Our favourite touch? Using a high five to revive down Ghostbusters during a desperate boss fight. You can play online with 3 friends or team up with an AI companion to clean out San Francisco from a ghost invasion. We had a great time taking this for a spin, and you will too, when it hits PSVR 2 on the 26th of October. Right, all this talk of ghosts reminds me that PlayStation Store is hosting a Halloween sale with lots of spooky discounts. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg to cut off an arm and a leg in Dead Space for 40% off. Resident Evil 2 Remake is slashed by 75%, and you can do some slashing of your own in Resident Evil 4 Deluxe Edition for 38% off. You can also save 60% off infected PlayStation Classic Days Gone and brave the gothic creepiness of Little Nightmares 2 with a saving of 67%. If there's anything I like more than a scary game, it is a discounted scary game, let me tell ya. Alongside deals, you can also check out the Accessibility Collection for brilliant titles with wide-ranging accessibility options. And don't forget you can browse the full lineup of new releases and even purchase all of this content online at store.playstation.com, with PS4 games available through backwards compatibility on PS5. Please remember all PlayStation Store content is subject to change. Subscribe for your weekly shot of PlayStation Store goodness, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all of our videos celebrating everything PlayStation. Thanks for watching.
PlayStation